It is March 31st, 2015. We're here at 4584 49th Street in San Diego, California, 92115. We're here on the north side of the house. There is a 3-inch ABS sewer cleanout that was put in right outside the newly added bathroom. We're going to go ahead and inspect the main sewer line. Okay, as you can see here, we have some standing water in the pipe. We did go ahead and flush the toilets each once upon arrival, since the house doesn't appear to be lived in right now. And this is what we're checking for, is that there's proper slope on the pipe. You should not see any standing water in the system, because everything is required by code to have a 1/4 inch of fall per foot. So if every 4 feet it falls, it needs to be sloping downward a full inch. So we've got this standing water here, and this sewer water shouldn't be here because the pipe should be sloping properly. We've got a little bit of a hang up here. We'll see if we come out of this relatively quick or not. Looks like we're coming out of that, so that's good so far. So that's not anything to be worried about right now, as long as we don't see another continuation of that farther down the line. Okay, here we've got another little belly to the line. So again, this is a concern when you have a belly, or what's called a sag, which has improper slope, which needs to be downhill, of course, because this could lead to stoppages. You're going to get heavy feces and paper and other buildup, not draining out, and then it could dam up and then keep filling up inside the pipe and then lead to stoppages. You can also sometimes get a little bit of backup of odors. Sometimes it will come up through. As long as things are vented properly, it's a little less common, but sometimes if you're using a shower or a tub, some of those gases can come back up, and you might get some weird odors on occasion. So as you can see here, the line is a very bad slope here. Our camera is completely underwater, and as you can see, we don't want to move forward and stir this up, but the line is completely underwater. So where they had to travel from this bathroom to tie into the original bathroom, they probably didn't have much slope, which means they either needed to come up with a different solution of raising up this back unit a little bit more, up more onto a platform, essentially, a step up to get the slope, or they would have had to tie into the line at a farther away distance, where it would be farther away and deep enough they could come back and catch this with the right slope coming back in reverse. So they obviously weren't able to do that, or they just didn't lay the pipes in properly. Either or, this is not good right here, what we're seeing. The first little belly was pretty minor, nothing that I would probably say would have to be rectified because it's so close to the beginning of the line. But something this far out from the bathroom and this bad of a slope, what we're seeing here, is something that you definitely don't want to see. So we're just completely underwater here. The whole line is just full of water, which means that this line would have to be completely redone if at all possible. We're still underwater, and here we're finally coming out, and we're making a turn. Now we've made quite a few turns on the system right now, so we may not be able to push too much further with this. We're going to go ahead and give it an attempt. Okay, here we're making our connection into the original cast iron line. So this is a clean connection. hitting with some deposits and buildup in the line, but that's going to be typical with this age of pipe. But overall, so far, the cast iron looks in good condition and completely functional. And you can see those little mounds of buildup. Okay, what we're looking at right here is the original property line cleanout. This is going to be typically a foot or two in front of the city sidewalk, and there's a buried cleanout cover. We didn't notice one on the front lawn, and then this will make a downward turn, and then after it makes that vertical downward turn, it will recorrect and become horizontal again. And then right after that, we'll be tying into what the city redid. We could see that the city sidewalk out to the street was tore up on this property, as with all the neighbors, and they had put new sewer pipes in up to that area. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can push by this and get to the work that the city did. So here we're going down that vertical. We're about to make the transition back. And so here you can see we're in some of the original clay pipe. And then this clay or concrete pipe is then tying into this white and green PVC plastic pipe that the city put in. So what we're looking at right here is the T-junction for the clean out, and there's a cover access for this right on the city sidewalk itself. So this was all the new pipe that the city put in. So we're going to go ahead and pull back our cable and mark the areas where that very large belly was that's going to need to be corrected or fixed. And then once we pull that back out, then we'll go from the city clean out, which is the pipe we're looking in right now, the rest of the way out to the street. So we're going to pause the recording. Okay, we're now here at the front of the house, and this is the green plastic PVC pipe that we stopped recording at, and this is again what the city had replaced. So we're now just going to check this last run out to the connection, because the homeowner is responsible still to maintain and repair this line, even though the city even put this part in. But this is all new plastic pipe, so this should be in perfect condition. And here we're dropping into the large line there. You can see water moving on the bottom. That's from the neighbor's usage. So this line is definitely okay. So the only issue we have was that belly to the line under the house where they put the bathroom addition in. We did crawl under the house, and we looked to verify that is an accessible area where that 12-foot long belly is. And the pipe is not strapped, and the pipe is also passing on the top of where a tub drain line is. So it appears that that belly that's on the video that's very bad and needs repair can be corrected without any major work. The pipe that's there may be able to be salvaged and just properly strapped and then checked with the proper level. If it's bowed and kind of hardened into that bowed out section, it may have to be cut out and then a new piece of straight pipe put in and then still properly strapped. So it is correctable by working under the house. So everything else on the sewer system looks good and doesn't require any other repairs. So that concludes this recording.